I have to let you in on a secret. I'm having the best morning ever. I have to tell you, it is so nice to be surrounded by unbelievable young talent here in Grahamstown. And I have to congratulate our producer, Lebo Tanani, who has just put together such a great show. And being that all of the young winners are here, all of the young artists that have won the Standard Bank Awards are with us, one after the next. So we've met the dance, we've met the music, and now I want to introduce you to the winner of the jazz category. So Siya Makuzeni is, I suppose you could say she wears many, many hats. She's a vocalist, lyricist, songwriter, but they've all got one thing in common, and that is that beautiful love and sound of jazz. She was born in Mdantsane, and here she is standing right beside me in Grahamstown. What an absolute pleasure to have you, and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you for having me, Leah.
It's an absolute pleasure, I must say. You know, just being awarded something like this, and that's been my first question to everybody. You know, what did it feel like? A lot of people were surprised, shocked, happy. What was your feeling?
No, it was definitely a complete surprise. I don't think I'd expected it at all. I mean, I'd just come down to do some performances and be part of the bill, but it was definitely pleasant at the same time.
Pleasant.
Yes.
Nice. I like that. It's a good word, pleasant. And it's going to do a lot for you, I can tell you that much. It's going to open so many avenues and so many doors for you, which I imagine just already it has started to, because I mean, you've been performing every night. You even performed last night. I mean, talk to us about some of the performances.
Yes, so on Friday I performed obviously the Standard Bank Young Artist show, which was incredible. It was really, really stunning and very, very well attended. And on Saturday, as well as last night, I was performing as part of the Africa Mkhize Big Band tribute to Big Mseleko. Yeah.
Let's talk about your journey, and I suppose I'm jumping the gun a bit by talking about what you're doing now, but I mean, you've been shaped through your life to be where you are right now. So when did jazz get hold of you? When was it that you first fell in love with it?
I think it had to be around 1997. I think 96, 97, and it kind of coincided with me attending the National Youth Jazz Festival for the first time. So it's actually quite interesting that for me it feels a bit like a full circle journey that I started with the program that they have here in Grahamstown as a student, and today I can actually stand on the stage as a professional artist. It's really, really incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
So playing full circle once again. Now, you actually started with a trombone.
Yes.
Talk to me about this trombone, because it is not often I get to meet somebody who, and as small as you, playing a trombone.
I was still in high school, and at that point I was only playing recorder, so the interest in music was already there. I just didn't know what I would want to do in terms of trying to advance and have a career or anything, and I went to go and do an audition, and when I got to the audition I only realized, that was when I realized that the other instruments weren't working, in a way that I always tell people that the trombone found me.
Wow.
Yes, because I went through all the instruments that were in that room until we got to the trombone, and it was the only one that I could make a sound out of. Wow. So it just seemed as if the two of us were destined, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so that's one way of discovering what you're meant to be playing at a moment like that, where it's the only instrument that actually worked. And then from then onwards, I mean, this has been your best friend in life, and it's taken you to the most incredible places. It really has. And do you find, I mean, are there a lot of women that actually focus in on the trombone?
They actually are, yes, and I think even in terms of the youngsters that are coming out now, we've got girls who are less scared to take the challenge on. Right. You know, they're playing saxophone, they're playing trombone, and they're playing trumpet, and they're not scared to also go into jazz. And this is a good thing. I think that this is a good move in terms of where we are in music in South Africa.
I mean, this is your home province here in the Eastern Cape, obviously, and your roots are here. How does it pour into your music and the sounds in your music? I mean, does it emanate from the Eastern Cape and obviously, you know, around the country as well? But how do you keep the roots going?
I think I use you know, the sense of traditional Xhosa music a lot in terms of my compositions. So it's quite entrenched, and I've had this for a while now, and maybe about 4 or 5 years, where I try and use it as an influence, and I try and use it even in terms of my lyrics to talk about experiences and stories that are from home. So it's definitely part of what I do, and it's definitely part of how I try to present my music.
Yeah. I mean, this journey is only about to get a lot more interesting for you. I mean, walking around with an accolade such as this is going to open up a lot of doors that may have previously been closed to you. But up until now, what would you say has been one of the highlights for you?
A few highlights. One was from last year where I performed with Lionel Lueke as part of the National Youth Jazz Festival program, and I also got to go to the Safaricom Jazz Festival, which is held in Nairobi in Kenya this year in February, and I also went to Mauritius. So these have been like incredible performances for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose somebody that you'd love to share a stage with, who would it be? Who would you love to perform with?
I have a few favorites, but I think at this point it would be really amazing to try and do something with Esperanza Spalding.
Yeah.
I really look up to her. She's inspiring, you know, being also an instrumentalist as well as a young female and somebody who's a pioneer in terms of what she's doing. It would really be awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to us. You really, I think, are inspiring me, everyone here, and I can promise you a lot of other people watching. And suddenly the trombone is going to get a lot of Google searches this morning. Who is going to take up playing the trombone? And I suppose that's a brilliant way to do it. Siya Makuzeni is the Standard Bank Young Artist winner in jazz. Congratulations again, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Leanne.
All right, now let us take a break and let's hear some music. Where am I? Am I over here? I'm over there. Okay, let's take some music now. So we're going to take this quick break. We're going to test with the artists, and I think we need to give some music here on this Monday morning. Stay tuned.